It was the kind of friendship people envied. Hannah and Becca had been inseparable since grade school, their bond so strong it often felt more like sisterhood than friendship. They shared secrets, clothes, vacations, even birthdays. When Becca got married to Sean, Hannah stood proudly by her side as maid of honor, her smile genuine, though some would later wonder if it masked something else. Sean and Becca seemed like the perfect couple. They moved into a quiet suburban home nestled in a cul-de-sac where everyone knew everyone else. Becca, ever the social butterfly, hosted book clubs and barbecues. Hannah, though single and living in a nearby apartment, was a constant presence. To some, it seemed natural. To others, a bit too constant. No one expected Becca to vanish. One Saturday morning, Sean reported her missing. He claimed she went out for a jog and never returned. Her phone was found on the trail near the woods, screen cracked, earbuds tangled beside it. Police dogs were brought in. Volunteers combed the area. Drones flew over the tree line. Nothing. The town was shaken. Flyers went up. Social media campaigns were launched. Her case made the local news. But after 2 weeks, the leads dried up. The trail went cold. Strangely, Hannah didn't seem shaken in the way others were. She helped organize search efforts, yes, but with a calmness that some found off. She was often seen at Sean's house, comforting him, bringing meals, watching his kids while he processed the loss. Whispers began. Concern turned to curiosity. Curiosity to suspicion. A month after Becca's disappearance, Hannah moved in. She claimed it was temporary. Sean needed help with the kids, she said. He was falling apart, she insisted. But soon, her clothes filled the closet. Her name was added to the mailbox. She sat in Becca's chair at dinner, used her favorite mug, even wore her perfume. People noticed. Neighbors gossiped. A few approached Sean, gently asking if it wasn't too soon. He shrugged them off. Then came the night Becca's sister, Clara, stopped by unannounced. She hadn't believed the rumors until she saw them with her own eyes. Hannah, in leggings and one of Becca's old sweatshirts, barefoot and laughing in the kitchen, flipping pancakes while Sean stood behind her, arms wrapped around her waist. Clara didn't stay long, but she didn't leave empty-handed either. She made an excuse, said she forgot something in Becca's old room, and while pretending to look through the drawers, she slipped Becca's journal into her purse. That night, she read through the pages, heart pounding. At first, it was filled with mundane entries, play dates, dinner recipes, complaints about work. But then the tone shifted. Becca wrote about feeling watched, about Hannah showing up uninvited, about Sean growing distant, about secrets she feared she wasn't supposed to uncover. In one chilling entry dated just 2 days before she vanished, Becca wrote, "I caught them. I don't think they know I saw. But I did. And now I don't feel safe in my own home." Clara took the journal to the police. But without a body, without clear evidence of foul play, the case remained suspended. Still, it was enough to reopen the investigation quietly. The police placed a hidden camera on the streetlight across from Sean's house. They began monitoring Hannah's online activity, her spending habits, her movements. What they discovered was deeply unsettling. Hannah had been transferring money from Becca's joint accounts into new ones under a shell company name. She'd also been calling a burner phone that pinged near the state border. In the footage, she was seen disposing of a large black garbage bag into a dumpster behind a hardware store at 2 a.m. Investigators retrieved the bag. Inside were burnt pieces of clothing, including what looked like a partially melted sneaker that matched the brand and size Becca was last seen wearing. A breakthrough, but still not a body. Still not enough. 3 months after Becca's disappearance, a hiker discovered a shallow grave deep in the woods. Inside was a body wrapped in plastic, bound with duct tape. Dental records confirmed what everyone feared. It was Becca. The news hit the town like a thunderclap. Candlelight vigils were held. Her face was on every local channel again, only this time, the words "murder victim" flashed beneath her smile. Hannah was arrested the next morning. She was found in bed with Sean, who was also taken into custody. During interrogation, Sean cracked first. He admitted they'd been having an affair for months. He claimed it started innocently, shared grief, loneliness, late-night talks, but it escalated. Becca had found out. She'd threatened to take the kids and leave. That's when, he said, Hannah snapped. According to Sean, she lured Becca to the woods under the pretense of a heart-to-heart. There, things turned violent. Becca tried to leave, and Hannah struck her with a rock. Panicked, she wrapped the body and buried it. Sean said he didn't help, only found out afterward, but his phone records and GPS told another story. He'd been there. He knew. In court, the defense painted Hannah as emotionally unstable, desperate for love, manipulated by Sean. But the prosecution had the journal, the camera footage, the bank records, and now, a body. Hannah was convicted of second-degree murder. Sean, of being an accessory and obstructing justice. They were both sentenced, her to 30 years, him to 12. But the story didn't end there. While clearing out the house, a police officer found something strange behind the drywall in the garage, a sealed box, covered in dust. Inside were dozens of letters written in Becca's handwriting, each addressed to someone different: Sean, the kids, Hannah, even herself. The most heartbreaking was a letter marked, "Open if I'm gone." In it, Becca wrote, "If you're reading this, then something happened to me, and I need you to know it wasn't an accident. I've had this feeling, this deep, gnawing sense, that someone wants me out of the picture. If I go missing, don't believe it was random. It wasn't. And please, look at Hannah first." The letter went viral after it was leaked by an unknown source. True crime forums exploded. Podcasts dissected every sentence. Documentaries were pitched. The town, once sleepy and friendly, became a morbid tourist spot. Clara, Becca's sister, adopted the children and moved them out of state. She changed their last names, trying to give them a new start away from the ghosts of the past. But she kept Becca's journal and the final letter. She said someday, when they were old enough, they'd need to know the truth about what happened to their mother. About the best friend who took her life, and the husband who let it happen. Years passed. Hannah gave several interviews from prison, maintaining her innocence. She claimed the journal was fake, planted by Clara. She said Becca was depressed and walked into the woods to die. She still wore the necklace Sean gave her, the one that used to belong to Becca. But no one believed her. And when asked why she moved in so soon, why she wore Becca's clothes and used her perfume, Hannah simply smiled and said, "I wasn't trying to take her place. I already had."